Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the platform. So, brother BOLO V&R, I hope everybody is doing well. Let's get into it.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell me about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of hope. House pocket you a fill, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse.
Always past the
Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean.
biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Always time to go. The people, them say no.
We say no.
10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us.
We are not on the door. Always time to go. Time to go.
From Kingston to Negril, the people say so.
We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Always a time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty
While the old people cry.
We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew,
At the top out,
extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report, London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Votes crack up parish council, bro. Country certificate done and it just smoke. And when we raise we voice, so call we political. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is biblical.
Always time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no.
10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door.
Always time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show.
Always a time to go.
We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lines you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people
Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know where you guys are watching from, alright?
Not with fist, not with fire,
But
but with
with
rise. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late.
Always time to go.
The people,
Them say no.
we say no.
10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us.
We are not on the door.
Always time to go.
Time to go.
From
Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Always our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican.
Every Jamaican.
We can't afford feet.
Tell them.
We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
Yes, my people, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. I hope you guys are doing well. Please share the video with 10 people at least, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? 10 people. Please. And thanks. Congratulations to Bounty Killer getting the keys to the city. Bounty, you and everybody else in the entertainment system. The keys to heaven are the greatest key here. So, you know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm going to say congratulations to Reverend Paul Blake. I never got the opportunity to share that. For those of you who don't know, Reverend Paul Blake is now the Deputy Secretary of he's now the Deputy General Secretary of the People's National Party. all right, with responsibility for organizing. All right. So big up, Mr. Reverend Paul Blake. All right, bless up yourself. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bounty Killer. Right, you got the keys to the to the city of Kingston. All right. So Bounty, do the right thing, my bro. You know, say I got to it all the way. Feel what I say? Although we disobedient to him, we want to love him off the way. You know what I mean? Him still go out time way and did the Bible side because the unconditional love for him off the way. So he gave us everything we have. It's only right that we give him back the little that he desires. Now, again, me not change the tradition. Me I follow the voice. The random scripture that I pulled up for tonight is Ezekiel 5. It says, the vanity of vows. It says, keep thy foot, though when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Mighty God. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands? For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also divers vanities. But fear thou God, the vanity of riches. If thou seest the oppression of the poor, and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. All lies will be exposed. That's all. Sorry. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me, I forgot to put the phone on vibrate. Let me read that again. Vanity of riches. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regard it, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners therefore, saying, beholding of them with their eyes? The sleep of the laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely riches kept for the owners, therefore to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail. And he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. And he came forth of his mother's womb. Naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. And this also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what hath profit he that hath labored for the wind? My God, all his days also he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor that he taketh under the sun, all the days of his life, which God giveth him, for it is his portion. Every man also to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given power to eat, therefore, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of God, for ye shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answered him in the joy of his heart. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Nama, good night. Splash teacher, pick up yourself. Vanity. Ecclesiastes, verse 5, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that is the random. What I do is before I go live, I open the Bible, and whatever scripture it falls on, I read it. And it's been very interesting how those messages come out, ladies and gentlemen. If for those who have been following the lives and watching the lives, it's very interesting. Very interesting how the word has come. You understand? Alright, so let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the news. Like I said, please remember to like and share the video. Alright, let's get into it. It's been a while since I haven't checked out what's going on TVJ, to be quite honest with you. So that's where I want to go to first with TVJ. Cost business embrace hybrid and renewable energy. Okay. Parking lot busy, market start empty. Whoa. That has to do with what's affecting the people. Beach access. Oh wow. Interesting. Manchester police. Okay. Alright. Government model. Oh yes. Oh my God. I'm so happy that I came on TVJ. Thank you, Lord, for guiding me. Look at that. Look at that. Justice system get a boost. Okay. Opposition hit back at local government minister over allocations. Yes. Developer and homeowners warned to get permit before building. Okay. What else is going on here? What else is going on here? 5-member commission appointed to probe MV burying in a tragedy. First support of people of St. James. Okay, I need to see that. That have to do with the victims then. Family reject police account of fatal shooting. What is going on here? When was this?
In the meantime,
Hold on there. Bricks. Calm down. JLP notes PMP's response. I'm not listen to that foolishness. Running out of space, not patient. Oh wow, what? I never listened to Rhoda Crawford. She was thoroughly debunked and destroyed. I already covered that when it comes to latchy scamming. The pressure what them a put on the latchy scammer them. We know that is coming from the United States. Cardi Lake a pressure them like whoa. St. James communities urged authorities to fix roads. My God. Look at that. That is terrible. There's so much things are going on. Mm-mm. Whoa. Tourism Minister welcomes new airlift despite slower than normal. Alright, I'm going to leave it right there. So, those things in the news are enough to take a look at right now. Let us get into it, ladies. Where you say skip, big up yourself, bro. You know the rules, Yeah, man, you know the rules. Make we go in it, ladies and gentlemen. Make we go in it. First half an hour, make we go in the story. See?
The deceased woman's family.
And it's now time for the business day. Sagicor Real Estate X Fund Limited has resumed dividend payments to shareholders for the first time in 9 years. The company paid a dividend of 10 cents per share on July 14, marking its first shareholder distribution since 2017. Sagicor says dividend payments had been suspended after the company recorded negative retained earnings during the COVID-19 period. Chairman Howard Mitchell says the move reflects the company's stronger financial position and the progress made in rebuilding the business. He adds that while the company is encouraged by the turnaround, its focus remains on sustainable growth and creating long-term value for shareholders. As electricity costs continue to put pressure on Jamaican households and businesses, companies are looking for ways to reduce their energy dependence and improve efficiency. From hybrid vehicles to renewable energy solutions, industry players say the way forward is investing in alternatives that can help lower costs and improve sustainability.
For businesses and the consumers feeling the impact of rising energy expenses, the search is on for solutions that can reduce costs without slowing growth. Energy efficiency is emerging as one of the key responses, with experts pointing to technologies and alternatives that can help Jamaicans better manage rising fuel and electricity expenses.
The truth is, there's no good reason for households, let's start with households, to be paying high electricity bills when solar systems are available and financing is available for them. The payback period has come down significantly, and majority of the people that I know are telling me about their light bills being $12 and $15. So there's no good reason that people should not be putting solar in their homes. Electric vehicles.
What do you mean there's no reason why people shouldn't be putting solar in their homes? People can't afford solar, brother. Now, Andrew Nestel will say, he might carry the big company, them and alternative energy, and we're now going to have this problem. If the government did serious, they would have make it affordable for the regular man. And you know what, the other day, I think about it, and I say, if this government really was serious about the people of Jamaica having a higher quality of life. And listen, I have to put it to both parties as well where this is concerned. Because all they need is a policy shift. A policy shift where education is concerned, right? Because what about finding out how you can get the education for a generation of young people to learn how to actually make solar panels instead of just buying them from overseas. So now what you would have is a revenue stream of export industry, and this is a long-term plan. You understand what I'm saying? But going back to the promises of the Jamaica Labour Party, this man Siaga, this man is a part of them camp. He shouldn't be out here talking about there's no reason why people shouldn't have solar. The majority of people can't afford solar panel on their house, brother. Majority of people can't afford that, and that's just the truth. You get what I'm saying? But for the persons that can afford it, of course, it should be a priority. With my meager salary when me incur, me I try to find out a way to get some solar upon my house. You feel what I deal with? Most definitely. Most definitely. That would be amazing. If I get solar on my house, I don't have to worry about the light going out on my internet, man. Even if we should have a lockdown, the solar would facilitate those things. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, trust and believe. The next big move is for me to get a solar, thing.
Vehicles are now coming to the fore, especially out of China. Don made mention of it in his report. I think that people have to look at hybrid vehicles for their transport. I think the government needs to start looking at hybrid vehicles for...
Hybrid vehicles are nonsense, man. And hold on, let me see, hybrid vehicles. I hope I'm not talking about a vehicle where you have a plug-in, you know. Because the plug-in vehicle and thing. Jamaica kind of small still, so you have a vehicle where you charge. There's disadvantages and advantages to it, but hybrid vehicle and burn less gas, so you conserve energy. So yeah, make him that.
Buses, hybrid and or electric vehicles for buses for public transport.
But the push toward efficiency is not only about reducing expenses, but also remaining competitive in an environment where energy prices continue to influence the cost of doing business.
Certainly, if persons are looking to purchase a home, property, capitalize the cost of solar in that, negotiate with your mortgage provider, include the cost of the solar system in the purchase price of the property. It's much cheaper than any kind of solar financing project out there now that you can get.
Meanwhile, managing the...
I like the idea. They say, man, I say, instead of you know, you incorporate it. I like that. I like that because for you to just externally get, you know, incorporate it in the cost. Again, this is an initiative that the government can use through NHT, where every single house moving forward that is built, it is mandatory that solar panels are incorporated in that house. It don't matter how small it is. You get me?
Director of FESCO, Jeremy Barnes, says consumers should consider alternative solutions in their daily routines.
Cook with gas rather than electricity. It's far more efficient to cook with LPG gas than it is to cook with electricity. So, you know, that's one piece of advice I'd love to share.
For the Business Day, I'm Rashida Walker.
To the stock.
All right, big up that. Moving on.
In the meantime, the deceased woman's family is challenging the police's account surrounding their loved one's death. Rashida Walker has the details.
The family of 41-year-old Satania Booth, also known as Chun Chun, says the circumstances surrounding her death do not align with the picture being presented publicly. They're questioning why the authorities have not provided them with more information about the incident, contending they have been met with what they describe as a lack of respect and communication.
I went to the station last night and a police came to talk to me, but it's a newbie. And I don't know, there's other police that called him and he did not come back out. And I went around to the side where the CIB office is and I saw a lot of police there. They were drinking and I went there and I was talking to them and they were willing to listen.
Wait, what? They were drinking? How they were not drinking?
And I tell them about the accident, they started disrespect me. They all call me gal. They ask me what I do around here so. When I come around here so far, if I go on the front and then disrespect me.
They say Booth was the mother of 9 children, ranging from 4 to about 29 years old.
Whoa.
The family also acknowledges that she knew the people in the vehicle she had asked for a ride.
Chung Chung a girl is throwing partner. Have her money, she plan her big dance. Because she did left some money. She have her money in her bag where she just all come pick up a man and sitting. She ain't no criminal. Chung Chung is a hard saver. That the girl know if he ban him belly and save him money. He buy and do anything at all he want. Yes, he might in at the wrong company at the wrong time, but it's a drive she big.
They stress that they are not seeking special treatment, but are demanding transparency and a thorough investigation into the events that led to her death.
Whoa.
The family say they are devastated by the loss, especially the younger children who are struggling to understand what happened. They believe their relative's reputation has been unfairly affected by claims made before the family received clear answers.
The only thing they said to my sister that we have to pay back for every shot what she get. We have to pay back for every shot we get. Listen to me. If you grow in the community and ask, my mother is not a troublemaker. My mother is a loving woman. Mother is a loving woman.
Kindness and the best auntie in the world.
Please, just want to know what happened with the truth. More push on come talk to me, and the police them not talk. But don't just come talk to me. Set up my mind, give me closure. Because everybody know what kind of person my mother be. What they gonna wanna see is what they shoot out there.
Rashida Walker for TVJ News.
Mighty God. Jamaica, the best unsolicited advice we could have with anybody. You see, the pastor, the men I got tell you, Virgin, if you're not God by your side, the way them a police here operate right now, the spirit of them operate on that. Terrence, pick up yourself. Right? The way them police here operate right now, brother. You not really worth it. You have to have God by your side. I tell you, no job. No job.
Following the reopening of the multi-million-dollar Yalas Market in St. Thomas, the facility remains unused except for the parking lot. Janella Precious has details.
The Yalas Market reopened in March this year after a $20 million renovation project by the Ministry of Local Government. The renovation saw improvements in vending spaces, lighting, and new sanitary facilities. Fast forward to the present, and the vending space inside remains empty, while on the outside, vendors sell their goods in the parking lot.
We was on the road and was doing pretty good on the road. Yet they said that they want the market for open. We appreciate, yes, the market open, but yet at the end of the day, we come inside the market and we don't have any customers. No customers whatsoever. We are here the whole day and we're just sitting and looking at each other because people say they are not coming across the road to come inside of the market.
But it's risky doing business on the streets as the police have increased enforcement. We were told that absolutely no vending will be allowed. The vendors say not enough is being done by the municipal corporation to promote the facility. They pointed us to this fallen sign, which they argue symbolizes how the local authority has treated the matter.
We want the market for more upliftment, more people come in the market and more, you know? Sell more, we want the market more sell. Nobody that sell. There's a for winter, there's more pay of the market that not started. As yet, we don't know when they're going to start the pay of the market. Fix up the market more officially, make people can start around the market, they shop and thing, go the market, make people see the market and see how the market develop. And we, that's people can't see the market, come inside the market. So,
only 2 times a week I can come in here. It's my things them there. From Christmas, I have my things them here, not selling. Only 2 times I can come in here because the market is not fixing. Every morning I come here, I have to throw water for dust. The dust them mash up my things and things like that.
We thought that of the development in St. Thomas because we got road and everything. We thought that we'd have a better facility here in St. Thomas where the market will be better for people coming in to support us, but we are not getting any support. Most people go to Morant Bay because them say they have better facility in Morant Bay.
The improvements to the main structure of the Yalas Market is the first phase of a wider plan. Phase 2 will see the building of stalls outside the main building where the parking lot will also be paved. This will be done to the tune of $12 million. TVJ News, however, understands that some vendors have not adhered to notices to remove illegal structures located on the perimeter of the market. Once the work begins, the vendors will have no choice but to relocate inside the facility.
So Jamaica, when I look upon this situation, isn't it prudent for them to facilitate the vendors then as soon as possible? Right? Don't they get money from the vendors? Right? Them not making any money, them have to find some way to collaborate with the people and brother. If it's a case where I dust on them something, that is a construction problem. You understand what I deal with? From one problem to the next. Let's continue.
A development in St. Thomas is sparking concern among residents who fear it could block their long-standing access to a nearby beach. They say support development, but not at the expense of public access. Yannick Williams has the details.
Where is the space for the community? That call from residents in Eastern St. Thomas has tensions heightened over access to the beach and the open land in Barking Lodge and the new pier in the parish. Residents explain that the development by former politician Pernell George Sr. has been ongoing for some time, but it was recently fenced.
This beach is a public beach for the community. We have a lady in here, Miss Mimi, in all our youth them down there so. Down at the beach, cook, eat and drink and marry herself till night a touch night. She carry them up. But this gate never lock or nothing never there. So it occupy for the community.
Residents insist the issue is not about stopping development, but protecting what they consider a shared community resource.
We are not against development, but my concern is they have so much land, they say. So why can't they take it somewhere else? Why didn't bring it in the community itself? They have so much land back that side.
Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern Rosemary Shaw also has concerns.
My major concern, when you look around, see the houses over there, there is no space left for the community.
Wow.
And when you look at this family, the Charles' family, who feel so entitled.
Residents are no hope.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this why she was okay? All right. So let's look into this story, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting.
Who fear it could block their a development in St. Thomas is sparking concern among residents who fear it could block their long-standing access to a nearby beach. They say support development, but not at the expense of public access. Yannick Williams has the details.
Where is the space for the community? That call from residents in Eastern St. Thomas has tensions heightened over access to the beach and the open land in Barking Lodge and the new pier in the parish. Residents explain that the development by former politician Pernell Charles Sr. has been ongoing for some time.
So, Pernell Charles Sr., you're not afraid of God, brother? You're not afraid of God?
But it was recently fenced.
This beach is a public beach. With the community, with our lady in here, Miss Mimi, in all our youth them down there so.
So because the people have vote for, and I ask some question. Because the people have vote out your daughter. Because I must, the MP is the PMP MP. So because the people have vote out your daughter, you have to take revenge on the people in Pernell Charles Sr. You're not afraid of God?
Down at the beach, cook, eat and drink and marry say tell no it a touch night, she carry them up. But this gate never lock or nothing never there. So it occupy for the community.
Residents insist the issue is not about stopping development, but protecting what they consider a shared community resource.
We are not against development, but my concern is they have so much land they say. So why can't they take it somewhere else? Why didn't bring it in the community itself? They have so much land back that side.
Member of Parliament for St.
That lady, they're intelligent. That lady, that's an intelligent argument. It's like a spite, they must spite the community, not true? Yeah, it's like a spite, they must spite the community.
Thomas Eastern Rosemary Shaw also has concerns.
My major concern, when you look around, see the houses over there, there is no space left for the community. And when you look at this family, the Charles' family, who feel so entitled.
Residents are now hoping discussions.
Weird, but Emmanuel at the far, man. Well, then again, St. Near the son, then you have St. Thomas in the far. When our neighbor. Big up Emmanuel.
The Charles' family, who feel so entitled.
Residents are now hoping discussions between the developer elected representatives and the government agencies will result in a solution that allows the housing project to continue while preserving access to the beach.
The gate have to move on yaso. I will not stop demonstrate with the gate move on yaso. She don't have no right to make a gate yaso on a lock road.
Residents say they remain hopeful that a compromise can be reached, ensuring the development moves forward without cutting off access to the beach that have served the community for generations.
I love how the man take care of Miss Shai, man. Look how Virgin walk with Miss Shai, make sure she have one umbrella. What you mean? Make sure you take care of Queen, brother. People like and share the video, man. Hey.
Moves forward without cutting off access to the beach that have served the community for generations. Yannick Williams, TVJ News.
Boy, may I tell you. Yet another wicked endeavor by the Charles family. Them have such a bad antecedents to the people of St. Thomas over the years. There's nothing good behind the Charles they name. Sad. You understand what I deal with? But I remember Andre did a video, man. Andre did a video about this young lady. It's not just Andre. I believe Andre spoke about it here.
I can trade for you.
On last night's show. And he had a video that I want to add to this. Very interesting. I want to see something, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see something. Yeah, man, see it here. Ooh. Sweet.
I want you all, Jamaica, to remember Michelle Charles. That's Michelle Charles, Jamaica. She was the people of St. Thomas reject her. The people of St. Thomas reject the old political goon. Listen now, Jamaica. I want you to listen to this video of Michelle Charles. Look what she did today.
Let me see what she do.
Farmer now because the people of St. Thomas neglect you.
So hold on, I cut out the video.
I want you to listen to this video of Michelle Charles. Look what she did today. Farmer now.
Oh my God, I will cut out the video. But that not safe. Let me try over Jerry Bryan. Because Jerry Bryan, he talk about it, you know. Only if he play. Only Jerry Bryan, they play upon his life. Well, see that fall out of grace.
Think they didn't forget.
Fall out of grace.
Notes or illicit enrichment?
Let me see.
No, me want you to answer it, you know. Which of the two is more damaging? A leaked voice note where individuals are speaking on the behalf of themselves and what they think and not on the executive body of the People's National.
Alright, see it, yeah?
Because I'm torn between two persons. I want you, Jamaica, to look and see what transpired in Eastern St. Thomas. Quickly.
Yes, quickly. Let us see.
I wanted to see what is happening in Eastern St. Thomas. Look at this, Jamaica.
Some people are supposed to be in Parliament today. It's on Tuesday. On a Tuesday. I hope we can do some back to school for the children and some other things we can have done.
Alright, so me see why they moved the video because the music. You get what I deal with and them have to cut it out. I mean, I want to cut out my one, so you see, all I wanted to find out here was what was she wearing. So obviously this was a different day because see what she wearing here and see what she wearing here. It's a different outfit. Maybe yeah, more than likely it was a different day or a different time of the same day. Who knows? Alright, but yeah, this lady here is really pathetic. Michelle Charles, really pathetic. You know, you can see that they're bitter because they lost. You know, Mark Bolin really did a lot of damage, you know. Mark Bolin and the People's National Party really did a lot of damage, you know. To the Jamaica Labour Party in the last election. God really did a lot of damage. Even with all of the illegalities that was done for them to win that election or steal the election. Thus saith the Lord, not my word. Yeah, so, you know, they are very upset because it's a Pyrrhic victory. A lot of money was spent and although they won, they didn't win. You understand what I'm saying? It officially says they won, but they didn't win. Oh, well, that is funny. That is real funny.
That is funny, honey.
Let's continue.
Oh my God.
The Manchester police say they will be targeting lottery scammers as they increase their presence and operations to reduce murders and shootings. The announcement was made following a walkthrough of 2 communities on Monday. Krista Campbell has details.
Lottery scamming activity is causing a serious impact in the division. And if you, the citizens of Manchester, don't stand up with the police officer, it is only going to get worse.
And so, Deputy Superintendent Natalie Hall Williams wants residents to report suspicious criminal activities. She specifically challenged parents to pay keener attention to their children's actions, noting a lot of criminal activities are happening right under their noses.
14-year-old, 18, 60-odd persons, when you check the phone, they have lead sheets. Tell me, a 14-year-old, what is it that they're doing with the lead sheet? We leave a lot on police officers, so something happen. And the first thing that you want to do is to take your child to the police station and say, officer, my son, my daughter giving me problem. Treat with it. It starts with you.
DSP Williams wants parents to question actions like an unemployed child asking them to put vehicles in their names.
You check your child bag and it starts with a pencil. It starts with a rule.
Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Any parent, when I see something wrong with that, you gotta go to prison. You gotta go to prison, brother. I tell you that.
So, you don't ask questions to say, where did you get it? I did not give you that rule. I did not give you that pen. But you say nothing. And that's how it starts. They leave school, you don't know.
The whole society complicit with latchy scamming. The entire society is complicit with latchy scamming. Enough people know scam and they now report them. They spending most money at their business place. Alright? And the police, they make a whole heap of money off of scamming. When they start them, crazy money. Police are the bodyguard scammer. So, the whole society is complicit with the scammer them. Scammer them a look for the police right now and I say, what people are you to? Make sure you're involved in it personally, you know. Because me I tell you, then we call you out. If needs be. If scammer then we call you out and then get catch. If needs be. Because enough police complicit with taking money from a scammer. They make whole heap of money on the road off a scammer. Whole heap. Ask them if you think I like. Let's continue.
Of them being gainfully employed, under certain age you cannot go to buy lottery ticket or cash pot or whatever it is. And they come in and they have an high-end vehicle.
Now, while she insisted on the successes of curfews in helping to reduce crime in adjoining communities, she assured the residents the times are constantly being reviewed against the crime threats in respective communities.
We had an incident up by Greenvale. The bar was open until 1:30. Now the law says bar must be closed whether you're a tavern or you are a village retail. It must be closed at 12 midnight. In some locations like Old England, the location is under curfew. And it's one of our measures that we put in place. It's a temporary measure.
23 murders have been recorded in Manchester since the start of 2026. But DSP Hall Williams says new crime-fighting strategies will shake things up for the criminals.
I know in short order, you are going to see reductions in murder, reduction in shooting.
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Police them our work, ladies and gentlemen, yeah? Scammer turning the life over to Christ, here, my generals. Yeah, man, I best advice we can go now, bro. In real life, don't take it lightly. Because you might end up in a one body bag. When they hear the police, then start target the place them about scammer and then they hear when the lady from the United States, Carly Lake, we are coming here. And one of the things them where them are focused on the drugs, you understand the scamming and all of them things. A lot of it intertwined. So wherever money there, illegal money there, illegal things follow. So Virgin, the best thing we can tell on us is to put on all of the nonsense and give on a life to Jesus Christ, yeah? Take my foolish advice. Just take my foolish advice.
The government has admitted that the container houses have taken a while to get to the persons impacted by Hurricane Melissa, but insists it had to conduct its due diligence during the verification process. One of the containerized houses were handed over to a resident in Westmoreland earlier today. Kimberly Petty has the details.
One.
What can go
Yo, how are you like going in Jamaica, man? Well, let me hear that again. Well,
the government has admitted that the container houses have taken a while to get to the persons impacted by Hurricane Melissa, but insists it had to conduct its due diligence during the verification process. One of the containerized houses were handed over to a resident in Westmoreland earlier.
So you tell me, say, the government of Jamaica, and you see, this is where the people come in, you the individuals. You're going to allow the government to tell you that this was the best, the timing that they took to do this, almost nine months after the storm. They couldn't do it in a shorter time. Are you guys going to accept that, Jamaica? Because ultimately that's what it comes down to, You're going to accept that. Oh, that's the best, them do them best, man. Oh, it takes 9 months, man, to get this done, man. You're going to accept that. Let's continue.
Today, Kimberly Petty has the details.
This is what's left of Glenville Forest's home after Hurricane Melissa ravaged sections of the island. The 74-year-old man who's unable to walk was forced to stay with his neighbors in their unfinished home. Today, Mr. Forrest is a homeowner once again after being one of the first recipients of the government's container homes in Westmoreland. His daughter Charmaine accepted it on his behalf. She says the home will bring much needed comfort and relief to the family.
It was ugly with my father because of knowing that he cannot walk. It was so struggling, especially with my stepmother. It was so rough on her, but to manage him, to lift him up.
The government came under heavy criticism by the opposition due to the length of time it was taking for the container houses to get to the island, so shelteries and schools could be relocated. Minister with responsibility for land titling and land settlement.
What George Wright do there? Why is he there? The man is still a stand behind George Wright, you know. The Labour Party has no shame. Look on Dana Morris Dixon. No shame. You not even have a talk about Bobby Montague. No shame. Talking about them protect women and stand by women.
Robert Montague explained why.
Yes, the process has taken a little while to get going, but this is the first time we're attempting something like this in Jamaica on this scale. And
brother, I want to segue. Nobody can tell about the first time. One people in my buy house and send them and give the people in a how much easy period of time. Why it take on so long and on government and have more resources? Nonsense.
Emotional damage.
Nonsense.
Get going, but this is the first time we're attempting something like this in Jamaica on this scale, and therefore there are a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross, because you will always have the set of persons who want to find fault. You cannot get away from those, and they
brother, don't do a good job. Or the way the vase stand up beside him, man. The way the vase, what you deal with, bro? Yo, the way the vase, make some type of, just look upon him funny when he attack. Like, would I give him one face? Like, oh, what is? What do you mean? Want to find fault? They were faults. 9 months. This is not prudent. This is not effective. What kind of foolishness is this? Coming to talk about people want to find fault. We advise should have given one look. You should have given one good look from head to toe. Like, brother, how are you? How are this? The man throw shut off for you, brother. I say you wanna highlight it in the way advance. The man throw shut off for you right on TVJ and stand up right beside him. Come on, man. That's crazy. This is government is shameless.
Played their part in the governance structure. So we ensure that we verified and made sure that the persons who have been selected have been properly verified.
So you take your 9 months to properly verify people. Brother, uno have no effectiveness. People who are doing independent verification was moving faster than you. Bob Marley, not Bob Marley, I think Bob Marley granddaughter, Zane, with the company Andre show. She was doing independent verification for link the most vulnerable. She have a charity. I tell me say her charity I move faster than the government. Talking about dotting I's and crossing T's, you should be ashamed of yourself. But you don't have no shame. You is shameless. What a disgrace, Aunt Alethea. Oh, sir.
Following a visit to the Shoebury site in Petersfield, Mr. Montague said 20 units have been committed, 10 of which are 90% completed. A total of 50 units were promised. He further explained that the units come in 3 different types.
You have a 1-bedroom, which can be converted to a 2-bedroom, and we are reserving those for families and in the cluster situation. Then we have the studios, which is this unit bought by the ministry, and then we have another unit, which is another studio, donated as a gift from the government and people of China.
Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Central, Dwayne Vaz, who has been vocal about the delay of the distribution of the container homes, says he is anticipating the speedy provision of the units.
Persons are really anxious as to when they will be getting the benefits, because many persons are still out there living under substandard conditions. You would have seen the many tarpaulins around the place when you're passing, so many persons are still out there desirous of this level of attention and this level of help.
Over 1,400 modular units were procured by the government to assist families displaced by Hurricane Melissa. Kimberly Petty, TVJ News.
Absolute disgrace. Talking about taking time and one of foolishness.
A parliamentary committee is questioning why Lasco Financial Services Limited wanted to hold some of the money collected through the Support Jamaica website for 45 days. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, was following up on the Auditor General's report on the matter. Details from Andrea Chisholm. A parliamentary committee is questioning why Lasco Financial Services Limited wanted to hold some of the money collected through the Support Jamaica website for 45 days. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, was following up on the Auditor General's report on the matter. Details from Andrea Chisholm.
The Auditor General pointed out donations made via the Support Jamaica website were managed by a private financial services institution. At Tuesday's PAC meeting, the institution was named.
The Lasco Financial Services Limited.
Okay. So we have an arrangement then with them to process transactions through the website. They collect the money initially. They would take their fees and then remit the net amount to the ODPM account. Is that the arrangement?
That is the arrangement, Chair.
Of the roughly $72.5 million Jamaican dollars collected through the website, as at February 23, 2026, Lasco took out roughly $3.4 million for commission fees, GCT, and transaction charges. Of the roughly $1.4 million collected, over $67,000 was taken out for similar fees. Lasco Financial Services charges US 25 cents per transaction, a 3.9% commission on all gross donations, and 15% GCT.
Acknowledging that at the outset you wouldn't have been able to do this because we had an emergency, but have you done any comparison to determine whether the arrangements with the financial institutions are the best that the government can get in terms of the percentage charge, etc., at this point in time?
We are undertaking that now, Chairman, but we have not gone the way of changing the financial services institution as yet.
Well, I mean, even though you haven't, you should do a little shopping around and find out whether...
Who owns Lasco or Lasco, whatever, the entity, who owns it? What is their connection to the government? Because that's what needs to be investigated at this point. And if there's other entities out there, look how somebody lucky me eye. Watch out.
You can get some...
Right? There needs to be other... shop around. We see them give them friend contract Amber Group. Sweet deal. Yes? Them build one local website and then get how much millions of US dollar fee. And no website not cost so much money. Oh, we give them for free, but yet still. It's not free, is it? So it's these little things. This is how the man them siphon off money out of government contracts. The nepotism, the cronyism, and the corruption. Mighty God.
Something more attractive.
The Auditor General also pointed out that after deducting the fees, Lasco Financial Services Limited had a 45-day holding period for 30% of the remaining funds. That money was for potential chargebacks.
Why was there proposed a 45-day time frame to retain 30% of all donations? I'm trying to understand the logic for that.
Chair, I wouldn't presume to speak on behalf of the institution. This was something that was sent to the previous finance officer in an email. I can't recall that they would have provided the explicit reasons behind it.
So what's the current agreement in terms of the time frame for retention of funds and what percentage?
There's currently no agreement around that matter, Chair. Operationally, based on our discussions, we have suspended that matter until we come to some formal agreement.
Why would you not have an agreement that compels the provider to make the funds available within a very short period of time? And I would think that would be a matter of a few days, not 45 days, certainly not a week. I mean, you know, you have RTGS, you have ACH, none of these things take a protracted period of time.
ODPM has committed to resolving the matter as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, ODPEM is seeking to reassure the public that the Support Jamaica Disaster Relief Platform remains under government control. In a statement today, ODPEM said the platform, which was developed by technology company Amber following Hurricane Beryl, and
So such lady said it was developed by such lady said it was developed by the government.
I just want to .jm, it is not legitimate. It's not an official government of Jamaica site. And so it will be supportjamaica.gov.jm, and it will be our online platform developed by the government of Jamaica to move.
I'm going to make you forget that, you know. When you hear a lady say a while ago,
Jamaica Disaster Relief Platform remains under government control. In a statement today, ODPEM said the platform, which was developed by technology company Amber following Hurricane Beryl.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Emotional damage. All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the lie.
And we're still calling on the resignation of Dana Maristicks, Marlon Morgan, Rhoda Crawford, the entire Jamaica Labour Party for that. Let's continue.
And expanded after Hurricane Melissa, operates under the government's authority. The agency stressed that Amber has never received, held or controlled donations made through the platform, with all funds deposited directly into government accounts. However, ODPEM acknowledged delays in transferring the platform's data to a government hosting environment and says the migration process will now begin immediately.
So the data, they had to admit that the data, or there was a delay in the transfer of the data, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, I tell you, what a tangled web we weave. What a tangled web we weave.
Now, there's a fresh push by the authorities to provide mental support for hurricane victims in Western Jamaica. But this time...
Alright, so let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe to the platform. It's your brother BOLO V&R. See? Let me continue, because we know add this to it.
The support also involves job opportunities, Dwayne Anderson explains.
Many people in Western Jamaica lost their jobs during Hurricane Melissa. Some people are still waiting for their jobs to return, while others will never get their old jobs back. This reality has led to stress among many residents, and officials say this has shown up in their checks. It is why they moved in to ensure some people do not start abusing substances to cope.
We want to ensure that
we say freedom. The website is a basic website. I don't know nothing about website building, but what I'm saying is that what I found out is that it don't take that much money. So the Amber Group got a very sweet deal. Very sweet deal. And we need to know who are the private investors in the Amber Group. Because if there's anybody in the government that is attached to the Amber Group making money from government contracts would benefit persons in the government if they are private entities and private investors. You understand what I'm saying? Why the exclusivity where the Amber, and we're gonna get to that because you
don't wait until something reaches breaking point for you to have an intervention. That persons are able to receive mentorship, counseling, and information about how to cope with stress. What are the various ways in which you can respond to challenges rather than turn into substance abuse? So,
no, ladies and gentlemen, this is 9 months too late. I know they say that, hey, it's never too late for a shower rain, but when it comes to this part of it, focusing on the mental health side of it, this is 9 months too late. This is an initiative that, and I'm not even attacking this man or whoever. This is 9 months too late, ladies and gentlemen. This should have been a priority from the beginning. talking about turning to substance abuse. All of the people, the majority of the people in those areas were already turning to substance abuse because of what? The pressures of life. Hurricane Melissa only amplified it. This should have been done immediately. But you see, the government is stubborn because they don't follow the word of God and they don't follow God's instructions. They were instructed to call 3 days fasting, prayer, and repentance and mourning. And they refused. And if that was done, this thing about trauma and all of these things, God would have dealt with it. God would have dealt with that. But this government doesn't want to invite God in. They have invited the devil. So you cannot invite the devil in the situation and expect to get, positive results. It's gonna be all negative, and that's what we're seeing.
That's one of the areas that we thought needed some attention, and we're happy to have provided access to the requisite agents that can provide that support.
The Social Development Commission, SDC, says its recent fair in St. James was also intended to help find persons employment.
While we have some very positive numbers nationally that unemployment is at an all-time low, and several opportunities abound, there are still sections of our communities that may not be aware of some of the employment opportunities. There are persons who may be aware but are not properly equipped with the skills to make use of the opportunities that exist. Mm-hmm. And so our research brought that to the fore, that they are still...
So the people we don't want another job there because they don't pay no good money. To them people
members among our population here, including women, significant numbers of women, who may not be aware of some of the opportunities.
Recognizing not everyone wishes to be an employee, the agency is encouraging people in Western Jamaica to take advantage of funding arrangements in place for small businesses.
That's somebody who may be seeking a job, seeking funding for a program. They may not have known that the SDC has a program called the Local Economic Development Support Program that they can apply to the SDC to receive funding for a nano enterprise, a micro business, or a very small community-based enterprise. So the opportunity is not just to connect people with the external stakeholders, but to ensure that we are making ourselves available so people are aware of the services we offer as well.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Curbing a culture of lawlessness. That's how the police are describing the scores of seized motorcycles that have become permanent features at police stations across the island. As we hear in this report, the stations may be running out of space, but the police say they're not losing patience. Jamila Maitland explains.
If you go to any police station in the country, chances are you'll see scores of seized motorcycles on the compound. From Kingston East, where the Public Safety Traffic Enforcement Branch PSTEB is located, to the west lie the Negril or Savalamar police stations, where the number of bikes seized on any given day rival the number of detainees. Head of PSTEB, Senior Superintendent Lloyd Darby, says the police have seized roughly 2,500 motorcycles as at the end of June, compared to the over 700 for the similar period last year.
The parish of Westmoreland has the most motorcyclists, and it also has the most crashes from motorcycle and the most deaths. Other parishes include like St. Elizabeth, Hanover, Manchester. So these are the parishes with a lot of motorcycles, as I said, and a lot of problems associated with motorcyclists.
At PSTEB, motorcycles pile on each other like a mountain of paperwork. But TVJ News has learned that this isn't the peak. Another area is being used to store confiscated bikes. SSP Darby says majority of them are unregistered and uninsured. The drivers unlicensed.
A motorcycle that is properly licensed, insured, and has proper fitness, and the driver has a driver's license, is rare. It's rare. We want to change that.
300 summons were issued to motorcyclists as at the end of June for failing to have a license. He says the data shows that those 3 infractions have been a constant factor in road crashes. The National Road Safety Unit says 47 motorcyclists and 4 pillions died as at Friday, July 24. 3 of those pillions died. Cyclists collided in Little London, Westmoreland. They both died. They were each carrying a pillion who died as well. Meanwhile, in Portland, 2 motorcyclists collided and died. A pillion died as well.
You have a roadway 25-30 feet wide, and you have 2 vehicles that are no more than 4 feet wide, yet they find a way to collide head on. And we have had many instances of this. We have had motorcycles hitting into the rear of each other, overtaking each other and colliding. And it all is because of the recklessness and the lack of regard for the proper use of the road and to obey the rules of the road.
SSP Darby says the police are striking a balance with enforcement and public education. They've launched a series of community meetings to engage motorcyclists about the dangers of reckless driving.
Our research shows that the motorcycle crashes that happen, the percentage of vehicles that are licensed are low, like 4%. So we know that in seizing the motorcycles that are not in compliance with the Road Traffic Act, we are really attacking the crash problem.
Wow.
Right. So we do that in conjunction with educating persons as to wearing the helmet and wearing the proper helmet.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
Now, me personally, ladies and gentlemen, I can't help the bike on it. But I tell them to avoid bike. But that would be unfair to them if they love bike. But no bias, because I see bike as a death trap. Yeah, man. I see bikes as a death trap. Real talk, bro. Even bicycle. You still have to be careful. You know what I mean? You have no protection whatsoever. You know, from any cushioning, from any heat from other vehicles. So, big up the police, them 4% of them have license and them something, and insurance. Hey, mighty God. Bicycle is a way to get around, bike is a way to get around without any.
BPI Premier admits illegal $2.5 million investment. Two men battling for life after Manchester shooting urgently address a breakaway they describe as a disaster waiting to happen. Details in this report.
This is the main road leading into the farming community of Johns Hall in St. James. It has been deteriorated.
Why me have a feeling that this is the constituency for Nikisha Burchell? I just have a feeling.
Deteriorating since the passage of Hurricane Melissa. And each time it rains, the breakaway worsens. The road is widely used by heavy-duty trucks.
Yeah.
What was once a comfortable journey has turned into fear.
They need to fix it. Because if we not fix, by the time the rain we start fall, we're in a problem. That's why the road will cut off.
A lot of big units traveling up here, like trucks and so, but not supposed to drive on the road there.
There are also concerned that livelihoods may be affected.
But I hope the government does something fast and quick, because if they make pull on it on, we just run in our one place, we can go up nor down. You affect the business, we don't can bring in no stuff, we don't can send out no stuff, not at all. We have farm produce, we do football, and we sell on the roadside, people come down and buy things.
Sorry about that, guys.
Has turned into fear.
They need to fix it. If we not fix, by the time the rain we start fall, we're in a problem. That's why the road will cut off.
A lot of big units traveling up here, like trucks and so, but not supposed to drive on the road there.
They are also concerned that livelihoods may be affected.
But I hope the government does something fast and quick, because if they make pull on it on, we just run in our one place, we can go up nor down. You affect the business.
Yeah, they can't go get
stuff, we don't can send out no stuff, not at all. We have farm produce, we do football, and we sell on the roadside, people come down and buy things. And again,
residents have met with the authorities pressing for a timeline for repairs to begin. But until the work gets underway, breakaway remains. So too concerned about what could happen if
they need them.
Why is the computer behaving like that? Oh, it's overheating.
Cliff. They're not going to fix it. They had a meeting up by the community center, or by they are working on it.
TVJ News.
Overheating.
In the meantime, Community Relations Officer for NWA Western Region, Janelle Ricketts, said work will begin as soon as possible.
I'm not able to give a definitive timeline as to when those works will start, but the Johns Hall and Springmount corridors are two areas that are being given priority in terms of having those areas rehabilitated as soon as possible. So Johns Hall is currently single lane access, and we encourage persons to exercise due care in using sections of this corridor.
A Jamaican woman accused.
All right. So yeah, that completely stay away. You know, if I don't have the fan under it and I use it for long periods, it starts to overheat, and that's what's happening. So that's why the videos are being affected. Let me give the time for cool time, turn on the fan on right. Turn the external fan off for me under the bottom right here. So look at baby hot like fire. She's burning up, man. I need another one of these computers. Yeah. I need some equipment. God will provide. God will provide. Goddamn time, you know? The website looks very basic, like those DIY built websites. It was shocking to see that. Remember, they give it for free, you know? Freedom. Free, remember, say free. Yes, you remember? It's free, man. It's free. And for those that are here, if you had missed any of my video uploads from today, I want to
I'm calling all of your attention.
I would like to encourage you guys to go ahead and watch those video uploads, ladies and gentlemen. Make it a point of duty to check them out without, me. Just check them out. Look for them, watch them, give them a like, share them for your status. Yes, I really appreciate it in advance, all my ambassadors. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the People's National Party have put out a statement on the Facebook page right here. Resumption of Government Services Center Initiative calls for more transformative vision for Jamaica's economy. The People's National Party welcomes the government decision to resume the development Government Service Center, though Jamaica's Post Office Network, an initiative which began under the administration of the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, with the information of the Postal Corporation of Jamaica improving access to public service, particularly for rural communities and underserved population, is an important objective that has long enjoyed bipartisan value. The document here goes on to say that the People's National Party welcomes the government's decision to resume the development of Government Service Center through the Jamaica's Post Office Network, an initiative which began under the administration of the Most Honorable P.J. Patterson, service particularly for rural communities and underserved population is an important objective that has long enjoyed bipartisan value. While the resumption of the initiative is a positive step, the PNP believes Jamaica must now move beyond simply co-locating government services and embrace a more ambitious vision for the future of Postal Corporation of Jamaica. This announcement also aligns with proposal advanced by the opposition during the recent parliament debates, where the People's National Party outlined a far more ambitious vision for the future of Postal Corporation of Jamaica. The opposition spokesperson on trade and industry and global logistics, G. Anthony Hilton, argued that Jamaica network of post offices should not only provide government services, but should be transformed into a national platform for entrepreneurship, digital commerce, and expert development. Our vision extends beyond administrative convenience. The opposition spokesman said, we see every post office becoming a center of economic opportunity, a place where entrepreneurs can access digital business services, logistic solutions, e-commerce platforms, expert support, and financial service that allows them to compete locally, regionally, and globally. The PMP has proposed transforming the Postal Corporation of Jamaica location into a national SME incubator and e-commerce enabling platform that would help bridge one of the greatest barriers facing Jamaica micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises: affordable access to logistics, digital technology, payment systems, financing, and export infrastructure. Under this model, post offices would evolve into digital business hubs, supporting entrepreneurs and startup, e-commerce, fulfillment, and last mile logistics centers, export gateways connecting local producers with international market, access points for digital government services, financial inclusion, and business development. Next page. Importantly, the opposition has consistently maintained that this transformation must be undertaken in partnership with the private sector, whose investment, innovation, and enterprise in logistics, technology, and distribution are essentially to build a modern competitive ecosystem. The government should not attempt to do this alone. Jamaica already has private sector partners with world-class capabilities in logistics, digital payment technology, and distribution. Government should create the enabling environment and work collaboratively to build a national network that empowers entrepreneurs and expands economic opportunity. The People's National Party believes that Jamaica Post Office Network represents one of the country's most underutilized strategic assets, with more than 200 locations distributed across every parish. These facilities can become engines of inclusive economic growth by connecting communities to market technology, finance, and global trade. Jamaica's future competitiveness depends on creating opportunities for every entrepreneur, every farmer, every artisan, every small business to participate in digital economy. Our post office can become the gateway to that future, spokesperson concluded. She, Anthony Hilton. Devon, big up yourself. You understand? And I remember Mr. G. Anton, ladies and gentlemen. He said this in his sectorial debate that he put out. This is just him reintroducing the idea, because I don't think there was a lot of or enough focus around what he was saying. I think it's brilliant. You understand what I'm saying? In terms of connecting the small people, the small businesses, the small entrepreneurs, right in their community to give them global access to digital earning opportunities. Why not? Why not? You understand what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I want to turn to my brother Andre Stevens here on his platform. Right? Check this out.
Turn to something tonight.
You quote me. You know, say I trouble, you quote me. I don't listen to this. This is my raw reaction.
Tonight, Jamaica.
Yes.
The fallout from the Support Jamaica controversy has taken another dramatic turn.
Okay.
As questions continue to swirl over data privacy, transparency, and a growing influence of private technology companies, and attention in knowing now shifting to a man at the center of it all. Amber CEO, Dushyant Savidya. And what I'm about to tell you raises a whole new question, or a new set of questions.
Yes.
As you are aware, Dushyant is a shareholder in Nationwide News. I want that to sink in tonight, Jamaica.
Yes.
Dusant, a shareholder. Because when a businessman linked to one of the country's biggest political controversies, also has an ownership interest in one of Jamaica's leading media organizations, the public is entitled to ask questions.
Of course, most definitely.
Have those ownership ties been disclosed clearly to audiences whenever the stories has been discussed? Have they had any influence whatsoever on editorial decisions or the level of scrutiny applied to the Support Jamaica controversy? And what safeguard exists to ensure the newsroom remains completely independent? To be absolutely clear tonight, Jamaica, I am not suggesting that coverage has been influenced. I am asking whether the necessary transparency and protections are in place to maintain public confidence.
Wow.
Because trust in the media doesn't just depend on accurate reporting. It also depends on openness about potential conflict of interest.
True.
And there's another twist. Prime Minister Holness has repeatedly praised Dusant and Amber Group for their innovation and their contributions to Jamaica's digital transformation. Take a look at Holness praising Amber Group.
Please, let us hear it.
I just want you all tonight, Jamaica, to see what Holness had to say about the Amber Group. Just a moment. I'll get back to you on that, Jamaica. I'm going to play it from my phone.
Yes, please. Some very important questions being asked here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I had to catch this one.
Just a moment. I'm going to find it and play it from my phone tonight.
Yes, sir.
Heard Dusant's story.
Listen to this.
Dusant Savadia. You would have heard Dusant's story, his own life experience, and how he has used that experience to create a business in technology. But it is not just a business. It is about how we improve our living. And indeed, that is what technology is about. How we use our knowledge, our skills, we develop that into a competence which we...
That's it?
It's more than that, but I'll get back to it, Jamaica.
Yes, yes.
So he praised Dusant and all of that. But I was doing some research on this Dusant.
Yes.
And you know, Courtney, he was an alcoholic.
All right, so you see this information where Andrea come out with. Mystic Sensation dropped this long time. Mr. Mystic Sensation do one of the most comprehensive look into Dusant Savadia. The man they find some interview from way back where the man just a company scene. You know. Jamaica, this man was dirt poor, you know. And nobody know bad mind, you know. Because one thing you know, my mother always insisted on me, it's not to bad mind people. You see when they make your money legally, you happy for you. But you see when you're in a evil and you're in a company like the Prime Minister. I don't know how it happened, but somehow this man connection to Andrew Honest. If you don't listen to the breakdown of Mystic Sensation, I'm not going to ask Mystic Sensation to release that video of the breakdown of Dusant Savadia. Yeah, man, you need to have like a video that does that alone, or then break down and show you the interview them and then expose what people lie when tell about him story. You understand? Melting pot deal with him, wicked Jamaica, man, tell you. No joke. Let's continue. He was our quality truth.
He was an alcoholic.
Yes. 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 But
and he says that he has recovered, and I appreciate him recovering from alcoholism. But people are wondering tonight, why am I signaling about Dushanth? I'm saying this to say Jamaica, and it is simple evident. Are you aware that there is a fallout? Courtney, work with me. Yes. Are you aware there is a fallout?
Yes.
Today there was a media release saying that Amber Group and Nationwide has severed ties.
A lie. No.
What can
go? A lie.
So
no, sir.
So I asked myself,
yes,
how recent was this agreement for Revolt?
Yes.
Or Revo Media? Revo Media. You want me to get into it tonight?
That cause confusion among
Revo Media is not even a year and a half old.
Oh God.
Cliff Hughes, I'm going to ask you some questions tonight. I hear that you are bitter to Revo Media. I hear that you have become very bitter towards Dushanth. There are two sides to the story that I've gathered, Jamaica, and I'm going to give it to you tonight.
Yes.
Cliff Hughes, what did Dushanth promise you that he has not fulfilled?
Hey. What a banger.
What did Dushanth promise you
that didn't make you
that he has not fulfilled?
What a thing.
Cliff Hughes.
Yes.
Did Dushanth promise you a modern day studio?
What you saying?
Emotional damage.
A modern state of the art studio.
What? No, sir.
I'm dead.
Did Dushanth promise you a state of the art studio?
Yes.
But there were terms and conditions for you to get that studio, Cliff Hughes. Were they?
Oh, wow.
Cliff Hughes, how much percent of Nationwide did Dushanth purchase?
Very interesting. This is
Cliff
very
Hughes.
interesting.
I have the Red Book Jamaica, so I'm asking the solid questions tonight from the Red
Book. Andres, I'm a Red Book.
15% of your shareholdership.
That's funny.
But Cliff Hughes,
oh my God, that is funny.
Did you make a proposition to Dushanth to purchase Nationwide for $400,000
Only that?
Did you make a proposal, Cliff Hughes, for Dushanth to purchase Nationwide
for
$400,000? Wait, just let me ask the questions tonight.
Yes. 62 million? What?
Did when you were making this proposal, I gather that you were equally asking Dushanth to take on the payment of the taxes.
Oh!
I gather Cliff Hughes that the taxes has not been totally write off. I gather that the government has ignored you paying it, but it is still on the government books.
Mighty God!
When Dushanth was,
he needs some milk.
Jamaica, let me ask some serious question. Cliff Hughes, how really are going? Cliff Hughes, tell us nothing no go so. Tell us nothing no go so. I really and truly, you know, when I really look at it, I don't think the government could afford to the argument around nationwide and taxes is so serious that them could have really never take it to the point where, you know what I mean, them decide to go wild. Them would have write off any such taxes. Because too much story out there in the news. And people are watch this entity very, very carefully. And if the PNP should go into power, I can tell you, not if, when the PNP go into power, by the grace and power of the Most High, what you're going to see is the taxes are going to be collected. If you look at what Mayor Swaby talked about today in the PNP press conference, there was a debt of $200 million left by Delroy Williams on him. And the mayor had a record of $906 million, I believe, of you know, own money that they earn through the municipality. It's a record high. So I am sure, and they tightened up on collections while they had a record high. So I am certain when the PNP comes into power, tax collection for the big companies and everybody is going to be a thing. They want all the taxes, because I'm telling you, Jamaica need fixing. And people that are evading taxes should get harsh penalties, especially big companies. Yeah, man, if you got a prison, man, and pay them taxes for top of. Yes, evading the taxes, you should go to prison and still have to pay the tax. Oh, my son. True. No right off around here. Let's continue.
To be carried on. Did you ask him, Cliff Hughes, to clear the $2 billion in taxes?
What?
If so, Cliff Hughes, what were the terms and arrangements that Dushandt and you made? For Dushandt to have paid the $400,000 Cliff Hughes, did he ask you for the financial statements for Nationwide in the last 3 to 4 years?
Whoa. No, these questions are very pointy. These questions are very pointy.
Did
Cliff Hughes here talking about vice note and leadership, and it's alleged that you can't pay taxes then, and you're back up in the taxes, and I talk about good leader. You're out of order. One market G. Out of order.
Dushandt ask you for the financial statements. If he asked you for the financial statements, did you provide the financial statements to your potential investor? Courtney, it is technical. If an investor is going to invest,
yes.
If an investor is going to invest, they have to see what they're going to incur.
Of course, that's right.
So did Dushandt ask you for the financial statements of Nationwide? I gather it took you months, Cliff Hughes. Is there any truth to this argument? I gather that it took you months to create a financial statement.
What?
Cliff Hughes, you want me to go further tonight? Say further, Jamaica.
Further.
I'm asking questions.
Of course.
I'm asking questions.
That's right.
I'm asking questions tonight. Now, when Dushandt saw your payouts, he started to question, I'm told, about your payouts.
Yes.
Cliff Hughes, I'm not going into your business.
Yes.
But I gather that the payout, the salary that yourself and George Davis are being paid are extremely high.
What you saying?
What can go so?
What you saying to me?
I am being told, Jamaica,
yes,
that the salaries for Cliff Hughes and George Davis and a few others in the company are extremely high.
What?
Did Deschamps ask for some revisions of salaries as an
Something not
investor
right, my
to the
wisdom
company?
warriors. Something is not right.
Tell them
A
about them.
beef
Tell about them.
has been between Cliff and Deschamps.
Yes.
Courtney? I am asking tonight, Cliff Hughes, the salary that you and George Davis are collecting.
Yes.
I gather that Deschamps is saying that if he's to invest in the company the right way, there would have to be a revision of salaries.
Yes.
Was that a particular reason for a fallout of you and Deschamps?
My God.
Now, you carried the story last week. It's only one time you carried the story about the startup Jamaica. But you never carried it any further.
Support
Cliff Hughes,
Jamaica. Support Jamaica.
is there any truth to the argument that the Prime Minister called you very upset?
What?
Is there any truth to the argument that the Prime Minister called you very upset? Asking you, I am told, it is said, it is
Hold
alleged.
on there.
upset.
Wait.
Is there any truth to the argument that the Prime Minister called you very upset? Asking you, I am told, it is said, it is alleged, that the Prime Minister asked you, why are you carrying this story and putting your investor under the bus with regards to the Support Jamaica initiative?
You know why I'm do it? Because I pressure from we, the public. The biggest story in a Jamaica. You see, this is what happens when you compromise, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you sell your soul and you sell out your morals and your ethics and your value. There is certain codes where media is concerned. The Support Jamaica not being owned by the government is a huge story. And if you are a serious media entity and you are not covering that story, it tells us that you're fully compromised. And that is why. So, I would advise anybody that is serious about social and political commentary, make sure that you cannot be bought. Make sure you cannot be bought, ladies and gentlemen. Maintain your integrity. Alright? Don't be a Cliff Hughes and don't be a Ocean. Maintain your integrity. Yes? Let's continue.
I am asking Cliff Hughes. We saw you carry the story once, but Nationwide has not carried the story any further, Cliff Hughes. Is there a reason for that?
Them just do if you take out the beam, take out the matter out of them, yeah. Yeah, man, because they want to look ugly, As me said, we want to call them out. Because them a run with story about Vice Note, but the biggest story, we don't hear them talk about.
Cliff Hughes, with the termination of the said Amber and Nationwide Revel, Cliff Hughes, I honestly thought that the building at Digicel that you moved into, I thought that the arrangement was with Cliff Hughes Nationwide.
What you say?
And what the platform? What name again? Digicel, Courtney. I thought Cliff Hughes that the arrangement was with Nationwide and Digicel.
So,
but the lease agreement is not with Nationwide.
What you
it is
say?
with Revel.
What?
And if it is with Revel,
yes.
who owns Revel?
Yes.
Isn't it Deshaun that owns Revel? So if it is, Courtney, that the agreement no longer stays with Revel, Nationwide, and Amber, are you telling me again, Cliff Hughes, that you will have to move in another 6 to 8 weeks?
Mighty God.
Cliff Hughes, are you going to release some Nationwide that there are allegations that you have to leave the digital building because it is owned by Deshaun?
Lord Jesus. Hear them or something? What a be about, girl?
I'm asking again, Cliff Hughes. Will you be asked to remove yourself from Digicel?
Damn.
Cliff Hughes, I gather that you're given a timeline.
What?
I gather that Amber Media.
Yes.
You hear what I said? Amber Media.
Yes.
Amber Media is about to be launched October.
Rotted.
So I gather that you will be asked to remove yourself for Deshaun to start his exclusive full-time media services called Amber Media.
Oh God.
Cliff. Cliff.
No, sir. No, sir.
Cliff.
I want to see serious, Jamaica.
I never knew.
This is my raw reaction.
That you caught
Listen, this is the first time I listened to this. I was sleeping. This when I done my live earlier today. My said, body said, boy, you didn't get enough rest last night. I was sleep. And when I wake up, I remember say I promised the people them. What's up, Andrea? I remember say I promised the people them say I coming on tonight at 10:30 p.m. And I want to make sure say I follow up and not let the people down. And here I am. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I am stunned, ladies and gentlemen, by the turn of events. I was not aware. I was not aware of this development. But when I woke up, I heard Andre talking to head boy about the Amber Group. And I said, wait a minute, I need to look into this. Because I heard head boy say, really and true. I don't have much to say. You have laid it out on the table. I say, I want to lay it on the table. So I come up and find out I want to go in Jamaica. Bangarang.
But Cliff, the board composition of Nationwide for Deshaun to request you to take the $2 billion to pay off in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun said, I gather allegedly,
yes,
that he wanted members of Revel to sit on Nationwide News Network.
Oh.
I gather that you opposed it, Cliff Hughes.
What's up, pedal? Okay.
So he wanted more shares in Nationwide. I'm being told, Jamaica. And it is being said that...
But hold on, if the man go buy Revel, if the man go buy Nationwide, and I'm going to pay the money for and what kind of agreement that? Why wouldn't he want to have his own people in a company that is heavily invested in to the tune of $400,000 US? If indeed that was the arrangement, because this is questions Andre is asking, so I'm looking at it from the scope of if indeed it is true, you're going to invest $400,000 and you're going to also pay the salary of people. Hey man, listen. Very interesting. Let's continue.
Cliff Hughes opposed it. And with that opposition, wasn't that the primary reason why you fall out? You fall out, I gather, because the Sant did not meet the requirements of doing the state-of-the-art studio that you requested. I heard the mock-up that you had of the studio looked something similar to CNN.
Wow.
I heard the mock-up you had was a clear screen with the Jamaica engrafted in it, and then you'd have seen the parishes, and Cliff Hughes would have would be sitting, and the other news reporters, and then you'd have seen it, and then you would have had the workers in the background. Why didn't it materialize, Cliff Hughes?
Wow.
Why did it not materialize?
Big dreams. Big dreams.
Why did it not materialize?
Wow. Jamaica, enough. But watch your side that over PDTV, you know. Me go to the part where head boy call it. Hold on there.
Because I know the game to give the investment. Once you don't own more than 20,
call.
So you did have
tonight, but I'm asking.
Right,
hello, good night, head boy.
Oh, by the way, guys,
before I
make sure someone support the back to school. The back to school. You understand? All if you're not a youth, support. People need help out there. Andre do a great job where this charity is concerned. So I encourage you definitely go ahead and support that initiative. Let's see what head boy say.
But I'm asking you. Hello, good night, head boy.
Council, you did an excellent job. I don't have to say anything more except on the financial side.
Yes.
Do you know why the report says that Revolt will keep its 15% stake in Nationwide?
Explain it.
When you are a foreign investor in Jamaica, or you use a company which is not registered in Jamaica to do investment, once you don't own more than 25% shares, you have what is called a withholding tax.
A withholding tax, yes.
Which means any profit, any dividends you get as being a member of the board, that is not taxable. It's not taxable income.
Yes.
Yeah?
What?
If you realize the report says that he will maintain his 15% stake, and I asked the question, why will he maintain 15% stake? I haven't learned what you have just said, but I know why.
Yes.
He will have to keep 15% stake because the big man, those people who give Deshant or Amber Group the contracts, apparently have made a deal to tell them stay with the 15% so that Nationwide can function.
Yes.
That is the only conclusion we could come to, you know.
Wow.
That because the 15% stake, if I have a fallout with you, why would you still keep 15% stake in my company?
Exactly.
Yes.
And we need to ask ourselves the question too, is this also a deflection? Even though I believe everything you said, teacher, because I know the game these guys play. I tell you why I say so. If it is that he no longer has any association with Nationwide, why is he still keeping 15% stake in the company?
Yes.
And the timing of this announcement of separation is also very worrying because I only hear in my head Ilangoli Rido, Ilangoli. They're running because you have exposed them. They're running.
Yes.
They have had to separate. So even though yes, the relationship, only thing to say is based upon my understanding is correct, but also understand the timing of it.
Yes.
Because it is also a very opportune time for him to say, okay, let's separate. Because with what was going to come down, what is coming down on Amber Group, you know, Cliff Hughes cannot be, as much as him having dirty ways, he cannot be afforded to have any more relationship with these people, you know.
Okay. Understand.
I run, Cliff, I run. And that's where I'll end my teacher.
Thank you, head boy. You see, as I end the program tonight again.
Very important contribution right here. Something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to think in the comment section. Oh, sir, this is more than banger. Boy. Nationwide, Amber Group, Support Jamaica website, Andrew Wellness, the government, the exclusivity. I tell you, boy, I tell you. God is in control, ladies and gentlemen. God is in control. I'm looking to hear some news, however. I'm looking to hear some news about the FLA. Yes, man, I'm looking to hear some news in this next few hours. The next 48 hours about the FLA. I'm watching that very in great anticipation. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, today is what? Wednesday? Yes, July 29th. It's past 12. So remember that tomorrow, Paul Buchanan will be in court. Hopefully there's no more delays. And the Prime Minister will be there as well. You understand? And we can get on with the business of justice for that particular seat, West Central. Yes? I'm very excited about that. Very excited. Of course, I have to visit my friend PH. And watch your llama them. Watch your llama them. Watch ya. Very interesting. Yes. Let me see that.
Light yellow, light pepper, light go. You see the boy who pepper spray me? John Crow, I go spit out him bone.
And after reviewing it, it was determined.
Firstly, the conversation in which those leaked recordings.
One hardball talk-up channel boss.
And the leader of the opposition, Andrew Holness, joins us live this evening to give us his take. And we start off with the most difficult question that ever asked of him. What did you like about the speech?
That's truly a difficult question. No, the speech had some goodies. Notably, of course, the increasing of the the age for the benefit of persons for NHT. That's one. And the establishment of a medical facility and oncology center. That's good. And the establishment of a hospital in the western region. That's good. And we give credit for that.
Hold on.
One hardball talk-up channel boss.
And the leader of the opposition, Andrew Holness, joins us live this evening to give us his take. And we start off with the most difficult question that ever asked of him. What did you like about the speech?
That's truly a difficult question. No, the speech had some goodies. Notably, of course, the increasing of the the age for the benefit of persons for NHT. That's one. And the establishment of a medical facility and oncology center. That's good. And the establishment of a hospital in the western region. That's good. And we give credit for that.
Well, let's turn to the IMF talks. The Prime Minister says you're in no position to complain because the administration of which you were a part was to blame. Why should Jamaicans accept your criticism, given your own troubles meeting the fight?
I think the Prime Minister is missing the moment. This moment requires leadership. The country has a sense that all the indications are going in the wrong direction. People want reassurance. People want to know that there is somebody at the helm who has a sense of direction. The speech should have been about hope, motivation, confidence, instead of blame and same political regurgitation.
I mean, the audacity.
What can go so?
The audacity. This is the same person, ladies and gentlemen, that has been blaming the PNP for every single thing that is going wrong in his government right now. In Jamaica, the road, everything that is wrong in Jamaica, the man blame the People's National Party. And this man said this? Man, let's continue. I just struck gold. This is crazy.
I'm not going to join the Prime Minister in that. I will say, however, that the Prime Minister is now in charge of the country. And all of these things are happening on her watch. And she should deal with them effectively instead of trying to blame the opposition.
London 45, thank you so much for sharing this. This is I'm going to do a whole live stream on this. No, this is golden. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here's one that I really want to ask. Will the political culture ever change where ministers are responsible for their portfolios and we don't have to hear from the Prime Minister?
Well, that's not a good question, if I may say so. The culture in the Westminster system is that the Prime Minister is ultimately responsible, and the Prime Minister should speak and should lead, as it is in any country. Yes, ministers do have their responsibilities, but the truth is, it is the Prime Minister that is responsible. I think what Jamaicans are...
That means that everything will go wrong under this government is you, cock mode, kill cock Jamaica.
Emotional damage.
This is golden.
Saying is that they don't necessarily want to have a Prime Minister that is always talking, but when there is a sense that things are not going in the direction that they want it to go, people want to hear reassurance. They want to hear that the Prime Minister has a grasp of what is happening and a direction. That ensures confidence, and especially for the business sector, people want to know that the Prime Minister has a handle on the economy itself, because the Prime Minister makes the ultimate decisions, and we would have loved to hear that from the speech.
And speaking of hearing, her advisor Delana Franklin says she didn't address some issues because of time.
Well, time is always a constraint. It's always very difficult on the conference floor, but you should prioritize. As I said, the moment now that the nation wants is to hear their Prime Minister declare a direction, not a compilation of all the small things and taking credit for things that...
Small things? Yo, hold up, man. This is a teachable moment. No, I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Small things. Small things. Did this man just say small things? Let me show you the small things that Andrew wants to start. And it seems we have to do a revision on this. Alright? The IMF. This is the IMF website. And this doesn't get any old. Look at the small things that Andrew wants to start. After a debt exchange in 2010 and yet another IMF supported program that went off track in 2011, the country was on the verge of what? Economic meltdown with no access to international capital market. Jamaica once again turned to the IMF in spring 2013 for financial support, with its preceding weak track record coming from the Jamaica Labour Party, significant budget financing from international and development partners was less forthcoming. Jamaica needed a second debt exchange and a primary surplus of 7.5% of GDP to help stabilize the economy and address the long-standing structural challenges. What is going on right here?
What can go so?
Mama P left the economy in such a better condition that Andrew Owens, Nigel Clark, and the one from, when name again? 5 in 4. You remember? She left it in such a good space that the man them dropped the 5 in 4 promise that they never attained. They were so giddy because of all the fiscal space that was being created and the fiscal papers and the rules and everything that the PNP implemented into law, ladies and gentlemen, with the advice of the IMF and other entities locally. It was a whole team of people, right? Independent minds that were brought into the fray. Mark Bowden was at the center of it, where legislation is concerned. Big up to the finance minister at the time. And here this man give Mama P basket to carry water when the economy was on the verge of economic meltdown. Imam Bruce Golden give Mama P basket for carry water, and the man I talk about say the lady mustn't mention and blame game, and she's the one that is responsible no matter what them do before. And this is the same man that blames the PNP for everything that is wrong and go back 70 years, go back 40 years. This is incredible. This is incredible.
The opposition has done, which is part of the hypocrisy. The opposition is being blamed for the economy, but yet the projects of the opposition.
It is hypocrisy. Oh my God.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk. Oh my God. This is hypocrisy. Putting the country on the verge of economic meltdown with no access to the international market. This is hypocrisy. Oh man, I'm telling you, this video is gold. Man, shout out to London. Big up God. No, big up God. This gives me another reason to show this article. The gall, the audacity.
Their prime minister declare a direction, not a compilation of all the small things and taking credit for things that the opposition has done, which is part of the hypocrisy. The opposition is being blamed for the economy, but yet the projects of the opposition are being used to fill out the list of achievements.
What projects is being used to fill out the achievements? You mean bringing the country into disrepute with the IMF and the international capital market? Yo, this man is evil, bro. I'm sorry. This man is pure evil.
You can't have it both ways. I would say that with the difficulties that the country is now experiencing, people are frustrated. People are realizing that promises made are not being kept. People are realizing that the problems that were being
Jamaica, hear this man about promises made that is not kept. How much promise Andrew making at the last election? And Hurricane Melissa come and he make an excuse. He's supposed to give the people them $2,500 on them pay. right? The minimum wage, and then give them $1,000. Hey, man, listen, bro. Yo.
Experience under the previous administration are the same problems now, so they are not party specific. They are fundamental institutional problem. People want to hear something that is motivational, inspirational, transformational. People want to be lifted and given hope. And I think this speech did not do that.
Alas, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
The opposition leader, Andrew Hollis, for joining us on Prime Time.
He needs some milk.
And bro, this man is something else, bro. Yo, this dude is something else. This dude is something else.
Jamaica.
Chat. He said one night my mother go a coronation market. You know, so the me pen police him tap my mother and carry me to my mother. Chat. He said one night my mother go a coronation market. You know, so the me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and know my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. Chat. Andrew only me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew, because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew only. Chat in say we make we country in a bandit. Chat.
Emotional damage. Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Lord Jesus. Why Pastor Peter Chambers want them but any analyst? Mighty God.
He said one night my mother go a coronation market. You know, so the me pen police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and know my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. Chat. Andrew only me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew, because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew only. Chat in say we make we country in a bandit.
We make we country in a bondage. Lady, the truth shall set you free. Labor rights, wake up. Wanna put the country in a bondage. When you vote for Andrew. Mighty God. Play that again. No.
He said one night my mother go a coronation market.
Yes.
Me police him tap my mother and carry my mother go down the station and know my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get.
Yes.
At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. Chat. Andrew only me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew, because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew.
Yes.
Chat in say we make we country in a bandit, because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew. Chat in say we make we country in a Andrew. Chat in say we make we country in a bandit. Chat. He say we me my mother and carry my mother go down the station and know my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. Chat. Andrew only me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew, because me the things say better we control me vote for Andrew only. Chat in say we make we country in a bandit. Chat.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Repeats shoot to kill advice to the police. National Security Minister Cham repeats shoot to kill advice to the police. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang is again encouraging members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) to shoot to kill when confronted by armed criminals. Dr. Chang says there are criminals who are shooting at police officers at checkpoints. Against that background, he is urging police officers to use their training to defend themselves. The National Security Minister was speaking Friday at the annual Last Jamaica Constabulary Force Award ceremony held in St. Andrew. Last year, Dr. Chan came under criticism by civil rights groups for making a similar statement where he urged cops to shoot to kill. These advocacy groups were concerned as they said the statement could be interpreted as a tacit approval of extra. Chan repeats shoot to kill.
People, no, me have to go back to this.
Chat, he said, one night, my mother go a coronation. Me pen police, him tap my mother. And carry my mother good in the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get.
What are you doing there? Original video, when I go to you. See that?
Night, my mother go a coronation market. You know, so me pen police, him tap my mother. And carry my mother good in the station and now my mother have to go court, but guess what now? At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. At that they vote for, so that they ain't get. Chat. Andrew Wellness, me vote for, me regret the day when me vote for Andrew because me the things say better way country when me vote for Andrew Wellness. Chat, you know, say we make we country in a bandage.
Yes.
As a labor, no, me not labor right now, PMP again. But look into it, me. As a retired labor right, then you say we must up we country. Because how can somebody go market, us in a hot sun, rain and sinking go market, and you come up with a lot of people. And I go talk about eating goods. Come on, man, people are hustler. And Wellness, they need to go down. Money, he said, one night, my mother go a coronation.
No, Jamaica, the woman say she want retired labor.
As a labor, no, me not labor right now, PMP again. But look into it, me. As a retired labor right, then you say we must up we country. Because how can somebody go market, us in a hot sun, rain and sinking go market, and you come a call a lot of people. And I go talk about eating goods. Come on, man. People are hustler. And Wellness, they need to go down. Man, yes. Dirty police friend them.
Yes.
Chat.
Jamaica, there is a show with that. This are the highlight of the night. Let's say we are done after this. We come and pass it to our man. Jamaica, the woman says she's a retired labor right.
But look into it, me. As a retired labor right,
yes.
So we must up we country. Because how can somebody go?
People like share and subscribe. Like share and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. The labor right never retire. The labor right never retire, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the only thing in our comment section. Oh, I'm glad to find the original video. I need a soundbite though. Let me share this to myself. I need to put some new soundbite on my page. Mighty God, this one I definitely have to go on it. Oh my God, as a retired labor right. Jeez and peace. Yo, this one, that one I live for 6 minutes. As a retired labor right. Because I don't labor right at PMP again. Make sure I send a link to myself. I'm not going to waste of time. I'm going to download it before they take it up. And the woman tag Andrew Wellness in the post. Yes, you never know. The woman tag Andrew Wellness in the post. I hope I'm able to download it. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me see if I can download. I want to download it after the app.
So when I tell my mother I go a coronation market, you know, so me pay police and tap my mother. And carry my mother good in the station and my mother go a court, but this one. They vote for so that they get chat. And to all this me vote for me the day when me vote for Andrew because me didn't say better way country me vote for Andrew. Make me country in a bandage. As a labor, I'm not a PMP again. But look into it. As a retired labor, they know so much of the country. Because how can somebody go market hustling and so rain and things like that market, you come and call up people. And about that, but it's in the man, people are hustling. And doing it, go down. Police bring them. Shut.
Boy, I mean, I like this just. Yo, big up all I retired labor right there. Big up all I retired labor right there. I wake up. I want to stop make Andrew on his food. You know, Jesus. Big up all I retired labor. Big up on yourself. People. I just saw me a little bit, you know. Let me see how the likes them for me enough. 28 likes. We have 31 people. Don't like couple video if you don't like it, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I leave it for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Well, later again. Yeah, man. Blessings, yeah? The word is love. Blessings. Ah, wow. This is just so funny. This is so funny. Retired labor right. Oh, my God. Father God, thank you. Father God. Oh, and before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, remember Ball Out. Remember Ball Out August 6. Huntspen, Clarendon. Like I said, if you don't want to meet Bolo, make sure you check in, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Yeah, man. We'll be in the building, man. Right? First Ball Out me at 10. See it up on the screen. Ball Out Convention. August 6th at Huntspen, August 4th at Portmore, August 2nd and 3rd at Monday. A war cry for Jamaica, no retreat, no surrender. You see what I deal with? You have to make sure, say, you have to understand, say, a spiritual wickedness in the high places we are battle, ladies and gentlemen. See what I deal with, man. You have to link him on that men and women of God, you understand? That is it. Big up on yourself.
10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell you about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through, and let the people be. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends, them build high rise, roads still full of hope. House back into a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in the politics we ever see. Always time to go, time to go. The people, it's enough. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not for the door. All this time to go, time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. All this time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocating done and it just more. And when we raise revise the call, we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. All this time we go, time we go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. All this time we go, time we go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All this time we go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action.
and know not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLB cabinet full, but the people cupboard empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate. Jamaica speaking and I'm not too late. Time for the people. We said no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not funny though. Time for go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet.
Yes.
We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road.
People don't forget.
The people don't forget.
People don't forget.
People don't forgive.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
Was a good night,